YouTube channel called Green Wingmen. It's my first ever YouTube channel dedicated to one and only Philadephia Eagles. As you can see, my Carson Wentz t-shirt and my cap I got on the back. But anyway, I want to start off this brand new channel by kicking off again. Like I said, the season is kicking off really soon. Training camp begins Monday, or depending how fast I get this posted up, it might be Monday. I haven't decided yet, but we'll just say I'm trying to get this filmed up really quick and kind of get my thoughts about the whole season. Again, we got some brand new pieces that I'm looking forward to see. We got Ashon Jeffrey, we got Torrey Smith, we got Joe Tarragon for the Ravens. I think we got that dude. Was it Christian Long? Christian Long from New England. We got LeGarrette Blount from New England too, which was a big. So we got a couple of running backs over there, and yeah, man, I'm really pumped. So to kind of start off my YouTube channel, I want to present my 5 Eagles personnel. I would say personnel, not players, because there's a coach involved, if you know what I mean, that really need to step up this year for us to be successful in the 2017-18 campaign. So without ado, I'm going to start off with number 5, Mr. Carson Wentz. Yes, the lovable child right now for the Philadephia Eagles right now. So he this is going to be a big sophomore year for the guy. He's going to get, again, like I said, some new weapons to throw to, because I know a lot of the receivers that I had were completely garbage, really garbage receivers. A lot of them dropped balls. So at least having true professional Pro Bowlers like Smith and Alshon Jeffrey onto the lineup should definitely help him grow big time. Now, and I also can see that, because at moments it is a little bit unrealistic, but basically kind of how the NFL trend has gone with quarterbacks. Quarterbacks tend to do either really good their second year, or they tend to fall off. You know, they have a really great rookie year and then they kind of slip back. So we really, by proxy and by what we kind of gave him, he technically should actually sit down and succeed this year. So yeah, he'll definitely have to sit down and step up, because he won't have a lot of excuses. But that, which brings me to my number 4 guy, and that's the coach, Doug Peterson. So, again, rookie coach, but unlike Carson Wentz, this guy's kind of been in the league, 20 years of experience, has been in Green Bay, has worked alongside Big Red himself, Andy Reid in Kansas City, called a lot of the offensive plays. I don't know exactly if that's true or not. Actually went back to high school to coach football there before coming back up to the NFL game. So with him, he made a lot of unorthodox calls that were a bit head scratching. I do like the fact that the guy is a little bit aggressive, and I guess he's trying to maybe prove that he isn't Andy Reid. But there are a lot of things that we're worried about. Is he going to, with the running backs, is he going to commit to running the ball this year? Is he going to force Carson Wentz to drop back 60, 70 times and launch it because we have 2 new wide receivers? Is he going to make goofy plays that are, once again, head scratching, like put in a Wendell Smallwood late in the game, very cold, where he coughs off the ball, or force it, and simply just at that Giants game, and simply just making maybe a couple of field goals that could have won that game, he forces to run it for 2 jet sweep. I don't know. It's a little scary, and it's even a little bit worrisome when at the press conferences he doesn't really give answers and why he makes those decisions that you feel very comfortable as a Philadephia Eagle fan. So honestly, a lot of pressure is going to be put on him, because, like I said, this office has offered him a ton of brand new weapons. So the margin of error for him to do well isn't that great. Also, it kind of doesn't help when you mention that your team is better than any of the 90s teams, the Green Bay Packers. So he has a big target on his hands. I mean, even if he does fail, I think he might come back for a 3rd year, but still, it's not looking really good. Now, I'm actually going to switch this one up to, I know, for number 3, I'm actually going to go with Jalen Mills. And the reason why I say that, because right now, if things are if things stay as they were, and I know as they are, and war, well, that's not even a word, As if things stay as they are right now in terms of training camp, in terms of the team is assembled, because again, training camp does start soon, and people might be let go. You have to go into the idea that your number one starting cornerback is a second yearer. Right paired off with a rookie in Rashid Douglas. So if that is the case, he definitely needs to step up and play a lot more better than he did last year, because he's going to be put up against some top end wide receivers in the game, like was Odell Beckham and Des Bryant, and now Terrell Pryor, that was received that has made their way into Washington Redskins. So I mean that's big. That's really big. So Jalen Mills definitely needs to step up and really hold his ground. And a lot of Eagles fans do not want to see the back of his jersey, because if you're seeing the back of his jersey, that means you're not doing something damn right. And all right, this one we can honestly make a case for it. It's 1 and 2 in my fly five list, and I'm going to actually say number 2 is going to be Fletcher Cox. So yes, he could have been number 1. The guy's making $100 million, thus by proxy makes him the leader of the group. But the guy, like I said, had volunteer OTAs, didn't really need to show up, decided to go to the Amsterdam, York, with his family during that time. So I'm going to give him the pass. That being said, for a guy that's still making $100 million, you need to get double stacks, man. You need to get double stacks. Yeah, there's really no excuse for it. So you're honestly one of the best players on our D line. So you need to figure a way to get to the quarterback, even though you're sitting down and getting double team. And if you don't, you're gonna hear it from the fan base. Fan base is not gonna like that. You know, we're crazy passionate fans. And that will lead me to number 1, and that is Vinny Curry, our Mr. Edge Rusher. And again, like I said, going back to Fletcher Cox, even though he does need to step up, at the same time, he's also going to get double teamed. So by proxy, that should open up the edges for them to step up. If one guy's getting double teamed in the middle, that means there's nobody guarding you guys in the edges. Thus, Vinny Curry needs to step up and play a whole lot better. Now, he came to reveal to himself that he got hurt. I don't know. Take that for what you will. But yes, he definitely needs to step up better because for a guy that's getting paid $54 million right now on his contract to basically not do anything well, that's not really good. And if he doesn't play very well and starts to stick it up and knock balls, knock the quarterback down on his butt, a young man by the name of David Barnett that got drafted this year is going to sit down and take away your spot. So, Vinny Curry, you better step it up, or you're going to be a or the Eagles just signed themselves a very expensive bench warmer. So that is my five in terms of Eagles personnel that needs to step up this 2017-18 season so we can get into the goddamn playoffs. So that being said, I want to know what's your five in terms of the Eagles. Who needs to step up? Do you agree on my list? It's my list, but do you agree on it? Who are your 5 that need to step up? Like I said, like, share, and subscribe. I also have a Facebook page that also is posted up. And I think in the next couple of weeks, I think training, isn't it like open training camp starting Saturday? I might be there at open training camp. I will post it up on my Facebook and on the Twitter page too to let you know, get to know me, get to meet me up, and I get to hopefully have an opportunity to ask questions about your fandom of the Philadephia Eagles. Until then, I am your Green Wingman, and I'm signing off. Fly, Eagles, fly.